Okay. It's time to wrap up the band. Well, actually, the bandage works now. Forgot I don't have a gun in this game. Is that also a bandage? It's a test item, I think. Wait, what? Is it a bandage? Maybe it is. Oh, yeah, okay, that's the bandage. Alright. Because I had a test item before. Nice, now I can heal. The bandage goes away, but the item does not. So, in this game where I am learning some of the things I'm going to need to make the most compelling, dark and gritty AI in a game that is also dark and gritty, I need to figure out some inventory stuff. So I have a function, it's called consume item. We take all the equipped items, and let's say I'm holding a couple different ones, or maybe I'm holding one of, like, let's say I have a hotbar. I have 9 equipped items. I could change this to be hotbar items, that's fine. And I'm actually using an item. If I'm holding one, that is my equipped item object. That's the actual one I'm holding. So what we do is, once I have used it, if it's consumable, I should check to see if it is consumable, but, well, maybe that makes sense to just use it in the item itself, because maybe you use a couple things at a time. Maybe like I eat 3 berries at a time, or maybe you just have to do it one by one. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, if you use an item and it's consumable, we need to consume it. So when I use it, it needs to go away in the inventory. If there's only 1, it goes away. If there's 2, it goes to 1. If there's 3, it goes to 2, etc. So, excuse me. We get all the items, and we loop through them. And once we find one, we keep looping until we finally find one whose name and stat count matches the item that I'm holding. Because I guess technically I could have 2 different stacks of 2 blueberries, and if I'm holding 2 blueberries, it would falsely report positive for that. But the better way would be, because all items are a set of properties, so there's no way to really check if it's the same ones. But but if I'm holding it, the holding it is only, I could have 2 separate stacks of 2 blueberries in my my 9, let's say I have 5 hotbar slots. 2 of them could be the same looking thing. Maybe it doesn't actually matter though. Like, maybe it doesn't matter if I have them, if they're all on my belt. Do I care if the apple that I ate was the right one or the left apple? Like, nobody gives a fuck, dude. In the meantime, it's fine. And then I'll figure out a better idea at some point to replace this. I just don't know it right now. So, we find the item that matches. Please. Find the equipped item that matches the held equipped item, which is that. Once I've found it, and I'm consuming it, set the array element, and the array element is in the equipped items to be the same, everything, except 1 less in the stack, and then adjust the item too. So if I move the slot to somewhere else, maybe I don't need that. I'm thinking I might not need this part. Because if I can't move the object is only created. I'm thinking that this part's fine. Maybe redundant. Because I'm moving the slot. So I'm dragging the slot and it's getting the item properties from the slot and moving that. So if I use the item that I'm holding, when I'm consuming it, it doesn't get updated, so it still would say a stat count, because it has its own properties. If I get it and I say get item properties, it'll give me a stat count, and this would technically be wrong if I set this to be -1. So if I'm looking at my inventory, it says, oh, I had two berries in my hand, now I have 1. Well, if I look in the berry asset itself that I'm holding, it'll still say 2. But when I drag the slot, then, but if I drop the item, nope. it does need to be in the item. It's not redundant. And that's because when I drop the item on the floor, the slot doesn't matter. It's the item. Unless when I'm dropping, I update, I give the item the properties of the dropped. Okay, let me figure that out really quick. We need to go to the character's inventory and see exactly how I'm doing the dropping. The dropping is... Huh? That's old? Don't care about old stuff anymore. Oh yeah, I think, wasn't that not working? Wasn't that, or is it working now? So if I do this, and I equip it. Cool. Okay, so this part actually does work. I don't know why that wasn't working. Is cursor in equipped inventory grid? Okay, so, excuse me, we spawn the item and we give it the properties of the dragged item. So it actually is redundant because I'm dragging. So here's to show. Oh god, not full screen. Sensitivity gets whack unless it's really full screen and it's not that way. So I pick up the item, I equip the item. Right now, this physical item here has its own properties, but it also has its own properties here. So if I had a bunch of a hotbar here, excuse me, and I consume this and I click and it consumes one of them, it will, you can see I'm using it at the top left, excuse me, it will find which one it is, or which one it probably is, doesn't really matter which one technically. It's fine. Like if I have 2 stacks of potions and I hold potions and I drink one, dude, nobody gives a fuck, it's fine. I could save the one that adds to the equip. There's a way around this. Okay, I can figure that out later. It's fine though. So, long story short, the item itself has an... Yo! The physical item here that you see, the cone, has its own inventory inside itself, and I'm saving that actor. But there's also this... Okay, there's some spit on my screen. There's also this item. Well, I was worried about if I drop it on the ground, like that, and I pick it back up, is it me picking up the stuff that's in this guy, or is it me picking up the stuff that was in this guy? Well, the answer is it's this guy. This one is actually irrelevant because when I spawn it on the ground, it is not taking what it has and putting it on the ground. It's not taking this guy here and putting him on the ground. It's actually destroying it and spawning another one on the ground with the dude. With the information that was in this. The fucking shit is not random. He can smell me. So, this part is actually irrelevant if we go back here. So, likely redundant because the spawned item, when dropped, gets its, item properties from the slot, not the actor item. So this is probably not needed. Oh, because I'm getting information from this and setting this guy. Okay. So this part is probably not needed. But the point is that when I use an item, we are going into that inventory, setting it to be one less, and updating the children. Do I also add a check here to see? Because in the slots, I have checks when I'm dragging. So when I'm doing a single drag, I'm checking here. So I'm subtracting here. Hold on. Actually, single drag, you can't drag the last one. The only way you can drag the last of an item is in the full drag. So, where do I do the check? I guess I do the check on drop, actually. So, actually, I think I do it an easier way. I can't. So if I have a bunch of items, okay, and I pick a bunch up and I stack them, I can middle click to drag one off the top. I can hold right click and drag to drag half or half of them rounded up, so 2 in this case. But if I try and keep right clicking or middle click dragging, I can't drag anymore. I have to manually I have to left click and pick it all the way up. So I never actually have to check to see is it empty or not. So I guess I can just do, let me see what exactly this does. There's a, I guess I could just technically make all these functions, but I'm not doing it right now. So updating inventory children entails updating all the slots of those items, which means recording them visually. So set their values and then update them visually. Right now, what would happen is, or hold on, zoom item. We would subtract 1, but then update it, which would mean it would go from 1 to 0 as the count. So what I actually need to do is just check if it's the last item. If it's the last item, we blank it out. And when I blank it out, destroy the item. I think that's the strat. I think that's what I do. Consume item. So at the end, we want to update some stuff. We may or may not need this. We do, however, want to check with a Boolean. Does this equal 0? Because if it does, we need to instead, or hold on. Actually, this is what we should do. Set it to be -1. So we can do this. Do we do it here? I don't want to set it twice. That feels redundant. It definitely is redundant. It's a waste. So we want to check 2 things here. 1. Hold on, let me see. This is true. All right, so if not, and there are still, okay, here we go. So this is what's happening. We're checking. Find the item that matches. Cool. Subtract 1 from the count. Is it 0? If it's 0, I have no more, I'm not holding any more items. I have 1 bandage. I use it to wrap my arm. I have no more bandages. If I, is it 0? No. Okay, just remove 1 bandage. I had 2, now I have 1. Cool. We set the thing and we go. Cool. If it is 0, instead, we need to set the array element to instead be, this is actually easier, the blank item. And the index is going to be the same. Okay. So if it is 0, then we instead actually need to set it to be blank. And then we need to go and do the same thing. This is 1 too high, 2 too high. We'll keep all that extra for now. Cool. So this means if last item, or if last item in hand was consumed, blank it out, and destroy the actor. Well, it has to be valid for this to be consumed. Maybe not though. We'll just say destroy actor, because for it to exist, it has to be, that makes sense. So we'll subtract, set it, destroy this actor that we're currently holding, and then set this guy to be nothing. Because we haven't dragged him anywhere, so he's not going away like that. Like in item slot, when I drag the last item, and I drag the full thing, I'm holding a bunch of bandages, and I move them into my backpack. Once I move them into my backpack, they're no longer in my hands. So we destroy the actor, and then we set it, we invalidate the object so it doesn't exist anymore. Use last item in hands, so remove it. And invalidate it. Cool. And then in the bandage, we can say consume item. So once we have healed, we run consume item. Cool. Let's see what happens. Do a little breakpoint here. I have a bandage. Grab a dagger too. Stab a hoe. Bop. Oh, I forgot. Actually, I have to left click now. Okay, he's not playing. All right. Drop the dagger. Use the item, and then look at the inventory. Oh! Oh, come on. Fuck, why is it still there? Fuck. Why is it still there? Because consume item means... I want to do this and then find all of these values. So we'll find, once it matches, subtract 1. What's the stat count? Bandage, oh wait, we're already in it. What am I doing? Bandage item has a default. The properties are stat count. Let's do anything bandage like. We'll do that. Max stat count is 3. It's stackable and it's equipable. So upon healing, oh shit. Don't want to do that. Do not want to do that. No, sir. We want to consume the item, and in consuming the item, check, so that I don't have to destroy it in the logic of every single item. In my apple, if I have no more apples, destroy the apple. In my blueberries, in the manually put the logic in to destroy... No, sir. That's not how this is going to go. All right. Maybe this works now, because I was thinking that it was going in here and it was just looping through the whole thing and it was already destroyed and invalidated. So yeah, I got a hunch that that's what was happening, but I'm hoping that I'm correct right away. Let's go ahead and commit some shit too. So we have finished consume item function. Consume item should be done and checks to see how many items are in my hands. if I used the last one, clear them. If not, just reduce by 1. Cool. Okay. Try again. I like these moments where I'm like, it's gonna work, right? And then it doesn't actually work. And then it was because of a stupid issue. I thought my hit bugged out. Oh shit. I clicked earlier. I didn't even click just now. Okay, it's looping. Oh shit. Oh, because there's only one item, so it's gonna return. Wait, what's it gonna return? We get to see. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit! I think it worked. I think it did. I really think it did. Come on. I wish I could just clear all breakpoints. Come on.
Show me the money. Show it to me.
Come on. I clicked way earlier, so I'm gonna try clicking early and then see what happens. So I'm hurt now. Okay, cool. I guess I just fat fingered it, but I clicked just now. We're looking. No, the loop. Fuck. I want to see it smooth. I don't want to see all the loop stuff, man. I want to just see it work. I want to see what the player would see. Which is me. I'm the player. But, yo. I can make a miss. Oh, shit. Oh, I actually can. All right. In the inventory, come on. Yes, dude! That is nice. And then I can surely put an item there now. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. Let's fucking go. All right. Now we got to put the dagger in. Gert! Take his loot. Hold his loot. Oh, he had a fucking statue. He had a book. Oh. Oh. Wait, are those the... Are there two different... Okay, I don't know why. These are two different items. They should not look the same. They should absolutely not look the same. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to go... Wait, that works. That works. Bandage works. All right, let's see. Consuming or consume item function works. Fully works. Bandaging fully works. Let's fucking go. Name's too long? Wait, what? Oh, I didn't... Excuse me, I already made the changes. That's fine. It's a good enough name. That will do it. Okay, so now I need to go into the... You know what? I'm fucking wrapping it up right there.